here.
Make some noise up in here. Listen, they were the men in black yesterday, but baby, today they are looking real godly. Y'all make some noise for my band For the Culture.
Hey, you're only reading the teleprompter. That's it.
Listen, I feel that way, Lavon.
Okay, you do.
Don't they look like they're very godly and holy today? Look at all the white shirts. Like y'all get ready to go to church all buttoned down. I love y'all. Listen, today we're embarking on a journey to uncover the complexities and challenges that men face when it comes to their emotional well-being. Joining us on the show is a remarkable guest who has made it his mission to shed light on his crucial issue. But that's not all. Later in the episode, we'll be joined by two other incredible gentlemen who will be participating in our No Filter segment. They're here to candidly answer your questions, share personal experiences, and contribute to an honest and unfiltered discussion about the realities of men's mental health. So y'all grab some tissues and definitely a bubbly beverage because it's time to get this show started. Come on, let's get it started. Oh yeah. Somebody make some noise. I love y'all. Listen, today we have the privilege of welcoming a guest whose journey is not only a testament to resilience, but also a source of inspiration for all of us. His life's path has been marked by challenges that include surviving molestation, enduring abuse, and even spending time behind bars. What's truly remarkable is how he's turned his adversity into strength, emerging from his past traumas with unwavering determination. Y'all, please welcome out Arkevious Armstrong. Yay! Oh! Hey! I am wonderful. How are you?
You look amazing.
Thank you. You do too, and you smell good too, y'all.
Now, come on.
If y'all could only smell through the screen.
Come on.
Oh my goodness, did you bring this for me?
Yes, let me.
May I?
Yes, please.
Look at this.
And I signed it as well.
And he signed it.
And I
It
signed
says, be ambitious, stay consistent, and remain fearless. Always remain focused and stay ready for your moment. Okay?
Come on,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Luke, can I ask you to grab this really quick for me? I can't hold it through the show, but it's going in my house or it's going in the office for sure. Thank you so much. So Arkevious.
I'll sit it back over here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So let's start from the root of everything, if you don't mind.
Unpack it.
You ready? Let's unpack.
Let's unpack it.
Ooh, during the instances of child molestation, we're just going,
Yes.
I'm so sorry, first of all. I'm sorry you had to endure that. Can you help us understand the overwhelming emotions you were grappling with at the time?
Let me just say this, as so many people, as well as in the black communities, so many people deal with so many traumatic experiences.
Yes.
And we're afraid to talk about it.
Yes.
We're afraid to go to someone about it. Mm-hmm. And so I always told myself that I would die with this secret. And so it wasn't until I had to find myself and I had to find healing that I had to talk about it.
Yes.
Then I had to come to understanding that the things that happened to me, it was not my fault.
That wasn't your fault.
It wasn't my fault. And so once we get out of the way of feeling that we're the blame and we're the issue why things happen to us, then we can express and help other people heal. So,
as a young child witnessing drug transactions and drug use in your home, how did you process the fear and confusion that must have accompanied those moments? Your father was a drug dealer and your mom was an addict, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Yes. And there were drug deals that went down in your living room. Oh, yeah. You saw everything. Tell us, how did that impact you?
It was normal. Wow. When you're living in these type of conditions and you're experiencing these type of things on a day-to-day basis, you become so desensitized to it and you normalize the behaviors and the actions. So what I saw every single day, as I share with people all the time, that, what people looked into my life and world as they thought was chaos, to us, It was
It
normal.
was normal.
It was really normal to see people use drugs. It was normal to see people get their house doors kicked in, or see drug transactions every single day.
Oh my goodness.
So to me, the behaviors and the actions, it wasn't something that I felt like I was more cast out, but more a part of. So it was an everyday thing for me.
An everyday thing.
Everyday thing.
Watched people shoot heroin
Yes.
up, and all of those kind of drugs that are just, all drugs are bad.
Right.
But heroin, when you talk about that and shooting it up, it's something that can just like take your life instantly.
The thing, though,
that
I'm
was
sorry, miss,
normal.
it was normal, but when your father was a functional heroin addict,
Wow.
can get up every day and go to work, but you can watch him that night before shooting and drinking and partying all night. You don't think that the damage that these drugs can cause are causing damage.
Exactly.
To us.
You don't know. You
Right.
don't know. Wow. That's why they say children are watching. And everything that children see, they want to repeat it because they look up to us as parents. I'm a mom of 3, and it's just like, my goodness, I try to be so careful what my children have the ability to see. So enduring psychological and physical abuse from your father is very deeply traumatic. What emotional turmoil did you feel during those episodes when he was taking out all of his anger on you?
Hurt. We're watching so many young men today who don't have father figures in their lives.
Correct.
We're watching so many young men are not tapped in with their emotional and psychological well-being. And so as a little boy, I realized that, this man, my father was a huge dude, 6'5", 200 something plus.
Wow.
He served in the Army, and so, but you wonder why I ended up so short, right?
I didn't ask that, but okay.
Yeah. My mom is 5'3". Yeah.
Is she really?
Yeah, my mom.
So your dad like the short. Okay.
God could have gave me 6 foot or 6'1", I would have been okay. You know what I'm saying? So that was the thing. I was afraid of this man. And, the fear of respecting him, it wasn't because he was my father. It was the fear of respect because I was afraid what he would do
To you.
to me. And so it wasn't till, years later, I realized the frustration and the anger that he had towards my mom. And so, my father's 6'5", I'm talking about dark skin, real dark skin man. My mom 5'3", real high yellow. So he hated this woman to the core, to his bones. So every time he looked at his son, he saw her.
Aww.
And so anything and everything, I'm talking about from physical abuse, from, making me run my head into the walls, stand in the corner for an hour, lick water off the floor, just torture. Those things lived with me until the point to where I think I was like 10 or 11 when I finally moved in with my grandmother. That resentment, that hatred was already built towards him. So even when he committed suicide, I didn't have no emotions connected to it.
Oh my God.
Right. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. That's tragic.
It's not, here's the thing. Everything that I endured, it made me who I am.
No, you definitely sitting here
Yeah.
stronger. They say what won't kill you will make you stronger.
Oh,
but I'm
man.
sorry that
Yeah.
you had to find your strength
Yes.
through that. But we are happy that you are sharing your story, like I said, with young people and helping to change their lives.
Absolutely.
So you faced attempted murder charges as a teenager. Ooh, that's distressing.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind through your trial? You're sitting on trial as a teenager for attempted murder.
Yes.
Not once,
Nah.
but twice.
Twice. Yeah. 13 years old, facing 24 years to life.
13.
13 years old. But at that time, I had already been through the foster system. I had already been in and out the group homes because of my mom not having stability, but struggling with her drug addiction. Back and forth in and out the group homes, detention centers was a place where I become a revolving door for me because I struggled with my attitude, my anger, and just who I was as a young boy. And, by 13, I think what happened to me is that, I have brothers who introduced me to selling drugs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
brothers.
Yeah. So it's 6 of us. It's 6 of us. I'm the baby boy out of 6.
Wow.
And so, mom using drugs, brother selling drugs. I was introduced to it. My brother who put
Because it was normal.
It was.
It was like they just waiting to bring you in, right?
And it was something that I wanted. When you look up to people, you look up to the people who you see every single day.
Of course.
And so I saw drug transactions. I saw my brothers who had the nice cars, the jewelry, the nice clothes, and the girls. And little brother was sitting there with the big old eyes like, I want that. And so it went from me hiding drugs and guns for them to me getting drugs from them and making transactions. So yeah, 12 years old, I used to be in the crack houses selling drugs, 5th and 6th grade. Mom used to try to come to me and buy drugs from me.
Your mother?
Yeah, mom. But I never sold it to my mom. I used to tell my mom, you can go get somebody else, but I'm not putting this drugs in your hand. You know, so I started using drugs. By 13, I was doing cocaine and marijuana. And yeah, it was one of those things that, you know, as a young kid, escape. You know, a lot of times we do things to escape our emotions.
To escape, to be accepted, to be in, but not knowing that we're so out.
Man.
We're so, So as you began to turn your life around, let's talk about that.
Come on now.
And shift your focus towards mentoring and advocating for troubled teens. How did you channel the pain and trauma from your past into a positive force for change?
Well, first and foremost, I gotta always give credit to my personal Lord Jesus Christ, because
Amen.
I didn't grow up in church. My mom didn't go to church. My grandmother didn't go to church. Going back to school, getting a degree, the first one in my family.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on. This is good.
You know, the beautiful thing.
All of that.
Yes, the beautiful thing about breaking, I don't call it a curse, I call it patterns. You know, I had to break the pattern. And being a father, because I didn't have that, to be a person who can help and change the trajectory of my last name.
Ooh, your last name.
My last name.
That's powerful.
Something that I was ashamed of and embarrassed because it had so much things attached to it. You know, now is that, you know, that name now carries so much weight.
Yes.
Come on, you know.
You changed it.
Come on.
Now look at this, with the help of God.
The second, working on the third book.
With the confidence.
Confidence from within.
Within. The confidence you found from within.
Yes.
Tell us about your book.
The second book is, again, it's like devotional self.
This is your second book?
That's my second one. These are things that I use on an everyday basis to help. I always tell people I believe in affirmations.
Yes.
The human mind forgets, but when you write down, it remembers. So
Yes.
I was literally write down messages and solutions to work towards those things. And I realized, like, there are so many people who would use this information that I offer. Why not put it in a book? So it's a very simple, straight to the point, 60-day challenge where I give you concrete messages and information, and I give you a solution how to start it. So working on the third book right now, did a documentary on my life, and you know, God is just taking everything that I went through and allowing me to be successful with it.
Yes.
Yes.
I always say He gives us beauty for ashes. What a life you've lived. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you.
Oh my goodness, y'all, Mr. Arkevious Armstrong.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna take a short break. We'll be back with no filter. Don't y'all go nowhere. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes! Hello, everyone. If you are at work, at home, y'all drop everything and tune in because it's time for the Sisaundra Show!
Yeah!
Listen, I'm just kidding. Don't y'all get fired. Don't drop everything at work. Listen, speaking of fired, y'all.